Welcome to Scale Business Guild.
Welcome to Livestream Takeover 205.
We were just checking something beforehand.
We are checking.
Don't worry about it though. We are checking. Everything's fine here. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Welcome back. Another.
Call me Mario.
So since Matt and I now use the yard for all of these shows, I text Matt a few hours before the show each week being like, hey, you got a topic or you got a whatever you call it,
title for this show?
And he didn't get back to me this week. So I'm like, I'm making something up. And since he is now
I was busy,
a karting fanatic
of
all scales, we have
guys,
decided...
I love karting of all scales. Well, two specifically, 8th and 1th.
Yeah. So I will preface this by saying that I still think drift is silly, but I was thinking, what if you just got a nice little drift platform and just made it look like a kart? Because like we went drift karting.
Yes.
And it was pretty fun.
Right.
Like a drift car that kind of looked like that. It'd still be fun. And then I could just bash into all of Brandon and Michael's nice cars with the bumpers that I would put all the way around mine, just like a regular car.
Right.
And I think having the bumpers around my car would help anyway.
We can get into this, but of course last night was league night.
League night, yeah. Not bowling, as you may assume that would be true. But
axe throwing, of course.
Yeah, with that shirt, that would be,
No, last night was K1Speed.ca's adult league. I should mention it is for adults.
Is it the senior league or is it just all adult?
What do they call that on like the old timer? Is
Masters?
It old timers? The Masters. Yeah. Though I am yet to quite master this. I'm getting better. Last night was it was an interesting night, and I would say there was some controversy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I do love good controversy.
So last week there was some complaint from some of I didn't notice, but some of the much better drivers than I were like, can we get some more parity between all of the carts? Because it feels like some are dying a little bit earlier, not as fast as others. And management said, yes, we're going to work on that. We'll get some more parity. So everyone was satisfied with that. So we come back last night and they go, okay, we did extensive testing this morning. We spent 3 hours driving all the carts, and we pulled out all the ones that were dying before 12 laps.
Okay.
10-lap qualifier, but 12-lap race.
Yep.
So they're pulling out all this. They pulled out all the slow ones. So everyone's like, okay, all right, this is good progress. What they did, though, there's 3 columns of cars that are all lined up, right? Like 1, 2, 3. For the first heat, they put everybody in row 1.
Sure.
Okay, and then for my heat, the other heat, the randomized selection, not slower, not faster.
The slow, not no, of course not
yet, not yet. That comes later. They put us in row 2, but row 2's carts were all significantly slower. Like there were some fast guys there, and nobody was getting into the 21s.
So you were all just like driving around, just like,
yeah, we're like, something's not right here. So what we figured was going to happen was the group that had been in row 1 for the first round, we would swap. So we got the fast carts in the second round, and they would get the slower carts in the second round. That didn't happen though. They got the fast carts again, and we got put into column 3, which were even slower than column 2. So some of the faster drivers were very upset
that they had such slow lap times.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, because then they didn't get put into the qualifier that they wanted because their lap times were so slow?
Typically, yes. Everything was a bit mixed up.
Interesting. So
I was like,
so you
it seems fine to me, guys.
Yeah,
these are all, everything seems fine.
I'm super consistent all day.
I can't find any difference here.
God.
My qualifiers were not the best, but they weren't the worst. I ended up qualifying in the slow group again. Yes, obviously. But 7th, not dead last.
7th of 10 of the 20.
7th of 10. Yeah, of the 20.
So 17th.
17th. Yeah. That's better than last week, though, I will say. So improvement.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I have the race here on this computer, so we can watch it together if you like later.
I feel like this is the perfect after show.
Yeah. No, we'll watch it. We'll put it up here on the stream. We'll stream
that's
it.
perfect. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We can go through and we can commentary your race.
Yeah.
That'll be fantastic.
You'll see where I lost some. This was, for me, this was the real contentious thing of the night. Obviously, in qualifying versus a race, it's totally different strategies, as you and I both know as Formula One enthusiasts.
Build a gap, make sure that you don't,
make your cart wide, I think is sort of like, that's the main kind of goal. However, for whatever reason, I did not think about that at all for my race. I was like, same line as qualifying. Let's do this. And I didn't do particularly well or bad because of that. But what ended up happening was I was getting jostled or bumped a lot more than I felt was appropriate.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously rubbing is racing, and I'm fine with a bit of that. I was certainly bumping the guy in front of me, but they were more of like a love tap, whereas I was getting full on, like, I was getting hurt. They were hurting me from the rear, and I did not like it.
It's Valentine's Day.
But I mean, as you and I also both know, and it's not Formula One talk all night tonight, but what ends up happening is if you are behind somebody, and I'm not using the brakes a lot because you don't need to, you can just coast, and that's how you scrub some speed off. As I'm coasting, if somebody smashes into the back of me, whose fault is it?
You for going too fast. Slow.
Negative. That's not correct. I was not going slow.
Well, obviously someone was going faster than you.
No, but they're trying to take, like, if I'm coming in and they're trying to take an inside line to try to take the gap, and there is no gap, and they just smash right into the back of me, that's their fault.
There's no wing. There's no wing to be clipped on it.
Now, okay, I have a scale model here. So with this cart here.
Oh my, look at he's all gray now. I see this. None of the red is bleeding through. A little bit of red.
No, I haven't painted the helmet or the gloves or the feet yet, but the body is now, that's all fixed.
Yeah, and you this is from a new series. I'm liking what this is looking like.
Thank you. Thanks.
I'm a big fan.
I actually did, I took pictures of the actual liveries and kind of tried to duplicate that a little bit. So
yeah, I'm fully on board with that.
Thank you very much.
You're saying that the body parts on that are injection molded plastic, yeah?
That's right. They are not Lexan. Yes, they are injection molded. And I stripped all the paint off of them and repainted them. Pretty happy with that.
A nice outcome.
Yeah, it's all good. But yes, we'll definitely we'll get into the racing later on. I think that'll be a fun thing too.
I think so too.
To go over. Oh, I missed Gunner. Thank you very much, Gunner. Hello. Tonight's code is hashtag RC drifting will always be dumb.
Agreed. And that is
thank you, Dana.
Pinned at the top. Thank you. To go to satisfiedjerky.com. You get 10% off jerky. You got to use the code with the hashtag. Don't forget the
Must
hashtag
use that.
part.
Yeah. And Patina Guy, thank you very much. You and Josh can comment just like Mystery Science Theater 3000 when we watch the race. Yeah.
So, yes, fully agree.
Yep.
But yeah, another Wednesday. I'm glad to hear. So this is week 2 of your league. You've got 4 weeks left,
and I've got the results here as well. Oh, should we save that until later?
Yeah,
I'll save that until later.
I agree.
Okay. We'll go over that later.
Speaking of racing, we should get into some mail call. Even though you did a video on Traxxas already, but
SnapOn.
Yes.
Now, I don't know much about these cars, so we're gonna have to slow it down for me. Okay.
But yeah, we have a lot of mail call today. Matt and I both did manage to get SnapOn Cars. Traxxas SnapOn. SnapOn. I've driven mine. Matt has not. I have not done a video on mine specifically yet.
I'm not probably going. You did a whole live video. What are you talking about?
Yeah, not really on the car. A little bit on the car. But so yeah, these cars are a lot of fun to drive.
All right, that's cool. I mean, I can live vicariously through you. I don't need to actually drive it.
I'm looking forward to getting it out in the dirt.
Oh yeah, dirt like an oval.
Yeah, or a baseball.
That would be
field.
cool.
So
no, too muddy.
Muddy?
Too
why
dirty.
does a baseball field have to be muddy?
Well, it just the clay.
So yeah, but these cars are even cooler in person.
They are way cooler in person. I thought they were pretty cool when I just saw them, but once you get a man in there and you start fiddling around and you look at it, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I've driven mine already for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And I will say that rear drive shaft slider assembly gets wild hot. So I don't necessarily know that will last the long term. I feel like that's going to be something we're going to have to address. But regardless of that, these cars are very cool. Matt and I both were able to get them through. Somebody emailed Matt and I both. Matt responded first on his, and I can't remember where that gentleman was from, but he got one through his local dealer. I got one from a guy named Tim out in Illinois, and he bought like a toolbox and ended up getting one of these. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So, and then we were able to get them from those guys. When mine arrived, there was some extra bits that made the trek with it. So I'll go through some of that in mail call.
Okay. All right.
So,
I'm not saying where mine came from to protect the man that did this. Yeah. I don't want to get them in trouble. But yeah, it's, I'm very appreciative of having it because it is quite cool.
It is very
Anybody who doesn't think it's cool is a hater.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very cool.
I hope that they do more with this thing, and I just wonder how long it will be. So
another, let's bet. You want to bet?
Ooh. Yes, I do.
I am going to say we're not going to see anything Traxxas branded on that for 2 years.
What date do you think? Pick a day.
When did this come out? Like 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. The end of January.
Okay. January 15th, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 2025. I changed my mind.
Okay.
May 17th, 2025.
Write it down.
Write it down.
I'm going to put it on my Formula sheet.
Oh, yeah. Where's mine? We did that already, didn't we?
We did do that already. So,
okay.
You just said May what?
May 17th, 2025.
You said 6.
No, I changed it. I said 2025.
Okay. May 17th, 2025. I'm going to take the over on it. So I'm going to say.
Well, wait a second. If we're playing that stupid game, then I'm changing my numbers.
Okay.
Now my new number,
Uh-huh.
to allow for some wiggle room, September 18th, 2025.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah, now you don't know. And
now this is the platform. The body can change. Right.
Body can change. Body, I would imagine the body would change.
September 18th, 2025. I'm going to take the under now.
Wait, I'm going to change my number again.
Nope. Got it. I take the under. And the winner buys the other one, whatever that thing is.
Damn it. All right. That's fine.
Locked in. Right. We're not even going to be friends by then. I'm going to be sick of your shit by then.
Well, we've managed to go as long as we have. So that's amazing.
Yes, done.
Okay, good. Done. I like that.
Let's see. Monthly mayhem suggestion: make ridiculous vehicle into a working tank. It's funny that you bring up monthly mayhem stuff because a working tank is. I don't think that's allowed in Canada, but
yeah, it is. We got those. We gave most of them away, but we still have some.
Every once in a while, I will send random challenge ideas over to Matt. Be like, hey, okay. How about this?
How about hear me out?
And it's just throwing things at the wall. But
yeah,
definitely been in the talk of like, hey, what do we?
We've got one that could work really well for Pro Line by the Fire.
Yes, we do. Which I think that one would be kind of fun.
Reveal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Speaking of gender reveals, Turks and Jerps video today. What in the world?
Guess who sent that to him?
Who?
I told you. Guess.
It's
a 4-letter word.
4-letter word. Paul.
It's an online shopping portal.
Temu?
Yeah.
Temu?
Temu.
Sorry, I watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know it's Temu.
What?
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, send it. Oh my God.
Yeah, I love it.
For those that haven't seen it, you should go check out Turks and Jerps channel. You should do it anyway.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, this is his new standard, as everything should be measured against.
Everything is measured by this barometer now.
Of course,
hilarious.
Megan's Folly is featured. That's all you need to know.
Yes, heavily.
Oh my God. So that's pretty amazing. So yes, that was.
I liked it.
My comment in his video was, "This is my favorite gender reveal ever." So.
He's having a pink baby.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever.
But anyway, well, let's get into mail call.
Yeah, mail call. I've got some things. One thing I forgot last week. Showed up. I forgot to do this.
Oh, you got a Blackfoot body.
I did. I got a Blackfoot body. Do you know what it's for?
Tamiya. Blackfoot.
Very good. I thought I was going to stump you with that one.
For the Enduro 12 thing?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Makes sense. That's
I am going to have to make new rear links.
Plucky little platform for
yeah. Perfect track width though. It's going to look really cute. A little baby truck.
It sounds right. Sounds like a lot of effort for a 12 scale, but that.
Well, effort is not something I'm unfamiliar with, unlike you.
And speaking of things that were forgotten last week, this is a box of things that I forgot last week from Scale Metal Supplies. Scale Metal Supplies makes things out of metal that you can have supplied to you. And
for your scale needs.
He is now making titanium builder's tabs. So
I watched the news.
Titanium. He's making his own fuel cells now, which Andre, little bit funky scaled, but
a little big.
We're getting there. The top part a little big, hardware's a little big. It's okay though. But this is my favorite part. I got an orange jumpsuit with a Scale Metal Supply mosquito in here. Anyway, Scale Metal Supplies logo on the back. This will be my doll figure for my Wee Rock buggy, and I'm going to scarecrow the hell out of this thing. So
you're just gonna fill it full of straw?
Yeah. Pipe cleaners and just have his arms.
If I only had a brain.
It's gonna have a head that just kind of like just flops around constantly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be your head, actually. Done.
Excellent. Oh, they're easy to print out. The files are available. I have it on good authority that
I'm gonna bootleg
new driver figure is out soon.
A new driver figure?
A new me.
A new me. New year.
A new me for a new truck.
So thank you, Andre, for that.
That's a really cool little jumpsuit.
It is a pretty cool jumpsuit. And it's orange.
What did I get?
Matt's head with googly eyes. I agree.
Oh, that would be great.
Want to backlight them though, so they're glowing googly eyes. Just
yeah. Now this is contentious because it means that I will have to ruin a streak if I were to use this, and I will. But Vicious RC sent me one of their Lexan bodies.
Interesting. Who is Vicious
this is
RC?
It's a new company. I've never heard of Vicious RC, but that's them right there. Vicious. Designed and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona, USA.
Okay.
And this is nicely packaged. I will say that right out of the gate. You know, all these bags are always sealed or something. This one's got like just the adhesive.
Oh, okay. Normally they're stapled or something like that.
Yeah, it is stapled, but it's also
stapled. Sometimes heat sealed. Yeah. Okay, so this is a
look at this
body, or what is this?
No, this is like a 18th scale body. This one I think specifically works well on the Furatech 18th scale.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the rear. Obviously, it's got a little fuel cell on
molding.
The back
looks good though, quality wise.
Yeah, 040. So nice, good, sturdy Lexan. And then underneath,
you can seal on the bottom.
Yeah, it's sealed on the bottom. And what they've done is let me see if I can quickly get this taken apart here.
Look at that packaging. That is wild.
Right? This is really, really good packaging. He's got all the printed parts on a sort of like on a sheet. And then on the back, it's got all the instructions for putting it together.
Instructions for a product?
Yeah,
what?
So weird. I'm not ready for it. But like all the hardware is included. And some of these things are resin, not resin. Some of them are FDM. Actually, it looks like all of them are FDM. But all the parts there to put together a little roll cage for the back there, for the back part of the cab.
And now you're saying this is for what scale?
This is for 18th scale. This is for the Furatech. What's it called? You know this guy, the Fury Wagon.
Yeah, Fury Wagon. Yep.
This guy. And
wow,
then that's the cab. You get the same sort of deal, right? So like all the parts are included on the sheet. This is really cool.
Man, that's a really well presented product,
right? Yeah,
good for them.
Carrie is the gentleman's name who runs Vicious RC. Sent me a very nice letter.
Well, very
explaining all of this stuff. And light buckets are PLA, but everything else is ABS. Or no, sorry, ASA.
ASA, gotcha. Oh, even better.
Yeah.
So, very cool.
If you want to check that out for yourselves.
Scale news.
Yeah, this is from viciousrc.com.
Not too hard to remember. Very cool. Cool to see another new.
They're also on
and done in the
TikTok.
US. Very nice.
Oh,
they're on TikTok. I'm out. Never mind.
But yeah, window masks, of course, as well. So it's all there. Very XJ-ish, exactly.
First, we'll get into a new Tamiya kit.
Ooh, Porsche.
911.
When you say new, sorry, what part of that exactly is new?
It is still factory sealed.
Not the chassis at all.
The TTO2 is older than the vintage of the actual vehicle that is being portrayed.
Yeah, exactly. I think the TTO2 is older than you.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that's this was one of the items that made it with my Traxxas Sprint car.
Oh, wow.
An
bonus.
Unexpected bonus. Brandon actually has been kind of thinking about wanting to build one. I was like, hey, maybe you build this one.
Yeah.
Maybe you take a crack at this model that I got here. Save you a step in that whole checking out process. Then you can build it.
Yeah. I hope you've got some JIS tools.
So yeah, there you go. I have a huge box of other things depending on how much you have left.
I got some stuff. Did he not know about your Lexan streak when he sent that? I'm sure he did. And I think I explained it to him that what's going to happen is I'm going to ruin the streak and do all my Lexan in one day.
Okay. What
So
day are you planning on that?
I don't know yet. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to the Hot Wheels portion of the show. My friend.
Well, actually, before you get into that, let me get into a few other things because I have a bunch of Hot Wheels.
Okay. I've also got more RC related things.
Do more RC first, and we'll do Hot Wheels at the end.
Okay. So remember that Mercury chassis Gladiator that I had from Killer Body?
Crazy about a Mercury. Yes, I do.
That's gone.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that.
I traded it to Richard. Turks and Jerps.
For a pink monster truck.
Yeah, I said, I really like the look of that pink monster truck you got going on there. No. He's like, I gotta sell this stupid thing. And I was like, hey, do you want to trade that stupid thing for an equally stupid thing? He's like, yes, I do. So I got his King Kong, that 6x6.
He put the same value on that as the You know what? That is frightening to me because the Mercury I value very low, almost nothing.
You know what though?
What?
But that was if store prices.
Oh, I get
real
that.
Person prices. That was like a $500 truck.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So you're saying he got swindled? Okay,
I'm saying that I'm scared to understand what he felt that thing was worth.
Well, I know what it was for sale for on the Scale Builders Guild, and I think I got a good deal on it. Anyway, yeah. It's a 6x6. It's modeled for Worker and Parasite, which is a Simpsons reference.
Okay.
East Germany's favorite cat and mouse team, Worker and Parasite.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It opens up. Look at that full interior in there.
I remember when this truck came out.
How long ago did this truck come out?
I mean, I could look in the spreadsheet, but I'm not sure if we've got all those weeks.
6x6 leaf-ish things. I'm quite pleased. I think the deal with Richard on this sort of thing, because he also took my TF3, if you recall. He didn't learn from the TF3 deal.
Yeah,
no,
yes,
Tim, he did. I think for him is he wants to be able to create a review that will be comedic, and knowing that the truck is bad is actually good.
Yeah, that.
So
Poor man John Doe, thank you very much. Speaking of driver figures, do you guys think there's money being left on the table because there are no official RC driver figures for sale? I have Keanu in my rig currently.
There's a market. There's a market there.
There is a market,
but
the variety of scales is the problem.
I'm right here, guys.
Printed figures are an issue. Because then you got
this guy. You have to paint them because we're modelers, Josh. You're not. You're a fabricator.
RC people.
We're RC people. People like to do this.
Anyway, like for one,
all your
I have a huge problem
Phoenix and Fordyce
with 3D printing you and then sitting there and like painting your face. It's like,
it's nice.
I would have to like look like,
oh boy,
it's so weird. It's like, then like, I don't know. It's weird.
This is true though. An articulated figure with removable legs from 5 to 9 inches.
Anything is removable.
That's true. I could get John Luke's legs off and no problem. Somebody made a very funny joke. They were like, if you take his legs off, does that just make him Professor X? I was like, comedy.
I don't know what that means.
I know you don't get that. That's fine.
Is that like a comic book thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I definitely know. They're painting his pants.
I bet your tongue comes out when you paint too.
We would never know.
Yeah, because you barely do it. Fair enough. Tiny Tires, thank you very much. Any speculation on what happens when Josh touches paint? Is it like a peanut allergy? I think it's all dependent on the size of the brush, and we all know that he only uses a 2-inch chip brush. So
yeah, which is I was using yesterday, and I was like, man, this thing's getting. It's actually 1.5 inches. Thank you. And I was like, this thing's getting a little tattered. I might have to replace it.
Oh boy. Thomas Bialzik, thank you very much. Matt, you print them and I'll force my neighbor Could to paint them.
In
the pants part
package of things that came with the Traxxas car.
Dale Davis, thank you very much. The Charger I bought from you on eBay, I broke the chassis. So I bought a new one and bought the rally kit for it. There's a rally kit for the Phaser?
Yes. Wait.
There is?
No. You sure it's not the associated one? Or wait. I don't know. I got some
Dale,
extra.
I hope you bought the right things.
I got some extra Snap-on things with my Snap-on. For one of the heaviest coffee cups I've ever used. That is a 12-point socket.
Cute.
With the actual drive on the bottom and everything.
No, that's amazing. Could you use it, do you think? Like, what are they 10 mils on the handle?
Maybe. Man, look
You're
closer.
gonna lose that thing. You're gonna lose that thing.
Also 2 ratchets. Now, if that's not a bonus.
If that's not a bonus, I don't know what is.
Yeah. Feels so good. Quarter.
That's great.
And 3/8. But then my favorite part.
Yes.
Besides the warranty card and the Traxxas.
Oh, good. Hey, wait, yours came with a manual?
Yeah.
I don't think I got the manual.
Did you get the charger and the battery?
Yeah. Oh, it's in there, isn't it?
Some 2004 vintage.
I got the manual.
Spin wheel dealer books. And
this is right up your alley.
Wheel Pro. But 2004, the full catalog of spinners. Like these things, like Spreewells, as they were called back in the day. like looking at them, I was like, I remember all of these. Like,
wow.
These freaking, like all of those spinners.
Do you think they're going to come back?
Absolutely. And this is the Wheel Pros book, 2004 and a half, actually. And all of the stuff, all of the 2000 era styles.
Oh man. Do they have the teddy bear?
Ooh, I don't know. That might not have been Wheel Pros of the day. That was like
Daisy. Do they have the Daisy?
But it's Lorenzo, Jesse James wheels.
Oh yes. Look at those fake Mercedes ones that just went by. Those are great.
Dymo, Hilo. I mean, there's so many good ones in here. Oh, the split 3 spokes. So
yes.
Hot. Just saying. Oh,
Velocity Addiction. Thank you.
The Tiburon in the
yes. There were people really thought the Tiburon was going to catch on as an aftermarket.
Like this is going to be a performance
vehicle.
car.
This is going to be a performance car.
This is
sure.
it.
Velocity Addiction, thank you. Josh touching paint is same outcome as Josh with shocks.
No. So good. These catalogs were freaking awesome.
19 spinners on the Ripper 2.
Oh, I'm all
here first.
I'm here for it.
Yep.
I'll push.
Jim's already tooling them up.
Ripper 2 is not happening though. So, okay, I have one more thing before Hot Wheels.
Okay, you go ahead then. I guess. I think.
Not the 124 scales.
Oh, I got a whole box of Vanquish stuff. I totally forgot.
I got my mini toolbox.
That's nice. Why? Why did you spend money on that?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's cool.
It's not cool. And where are you going to put it?
It is cool, and it's a desk organizer. Not for this desk because there's no room. But
so for a mythical desk, because I've seen your work desk and there's no room on that one either.
I cleaned it this week. Remember, that's where I found these microphones. And Matt, I was like, I showed Matt and I were discussing before the show. I was like, oh yeah, you remember these? And it was a sealed box.
When did I get these?
I was like, when did we both get these? And we looked back and it was like September of 22. I was like,
yeah,
these have been on my desk since then.
And it's so funny. I bet you haven't heard from Hollyland since then either.
I did because I used the regular ones, and then they had me change links at one point. I was like, sure,
okay,
yeah,
but very good.
I bet this mini toolbox could hold some microphones.
No, I bet you it can't. No, it can't. It doesn't fit them at all. I bought tires. I got these. How do you say that? Geolander.
Geolander.
I'm joking. I know what they are, idiot. I noticed you're using my logo on all the packaging now. Because I invented this.
You did not invent that in the slightest.
I also got the foams for that as well.
Yep.
And
I do like our new bags.
Yeah, fine. If I were the marketing guy, I would have made a few changes, but here's the thing about these bags. They're nice bags. They're great. They're great. They're nice bags. Great bags. Best bags ever. However, who in the history of opening one of these bags has ever gone, you know what? I'm going to put them back in there and use the Ziploc on there.
You know what?
Don't waste money putting that on there. In fact, all of your packaging has that useless Ziploc on it.
It
Just
does have that.
Stop it.
It's, you know what? Reduce, reuse, and recycle that.
Okay. I think we both know that that's not why you did it. Even if you did, it's a useless waste of the product.
Hey,
you got the wheel weights too.
Look at that. Mike Earl says, I use the Ziploc. Boom. Right there.
For what? What are you using it for?
Keep the zip I use the zip. Look at this. Keep the zip. I use the Ziploc. I put my sandwiches in them.
You should not put your sandwiches in
It
those
keeps the
bags.
relinquish fresh. I use them. I can't even click on all of these.
Huh. Yeah, okay. I stand.
use. See?
Huh.
I can't even.
Okay. You know what? I was going to say, let's put this to a vote. There's no need. I am wrong. I accept it. Unlike Josh, he would find a way to argue this, so he doesn't have
Obviously not, because I'm on the right side. Like,
no.
normal.
In another case, though, I'm not saying in this one. Yeah, but ask Josh how much single-use hardware is in his garbage can under his desk, Mr. Reuse. Right?
Listen,
they are great for Uncrustables. Don't put food in these bags. You don't know what they were doing with them before they put tires in them, or what the tires are made out of. If they cause cancer in California,
if you get any hot Cheeto dust in them, just know that the girls were just finishing up lunch. So
exactly.
You go in there and they have like red fingers. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, well, I'm going to wash my hands before I pack again.
I drink my Canadian milk from these. Yes. That's one place where a Ziploc would be good on a bag. But no, we just
NorCal RC. Are you going to
great
scale?
Great
photo.
Picture.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Scale day on Saturday. I didn't know that it was happening, and isn't it going to rain quite a bit? You'll have to let me know on that. I didn't know that it was going. I hadn't seen that event, so I would need more information. As if
I'm definitely not going.
Matt is busy.
Okay, so I did my Vanquish stuff. What do you got?
Okay.
Are you on to Hot Wheels now?
Yes.
Okay, I've still got a couple more things.
Okay, go for it.
I got an X-Max/XRT replacement bearing kit.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Why, Matt?
It's not a problem. It's more preventative maintenance.
To prevent the bearings from rusting much, much further than they. Did you get
the bearings are fine
too?
No.
No? Okay.
Those are fine. Everything's fine down there. I needed it, okay? It was actually a gift from a friend.
Interesting.
Because they thought I needed it.
Not till later for the rain. It starts at 7 for the table meet. What is a table meet?
That's where you meet at a table and show off your trucks.
Do we get to eat?
If we eat out of your truck, you bring one of these bags full of chili and share it with everybody.
It's a potluck.
little bit for you, and then you just squeeze it out. K11RC, thank you very much. How close in size is the Enduro 12 versus the UTV 18? Well, I don't have the UTV 18 in here.
Dippy has left the room.
He's in a special display case now in the other room.
Okay.
But I would say this is still bigger. This is bigger.
Is it? What's the wheelbase?
Yeah.
Use your squares.
It's like 10 and a half squares. 10 and a half squares. I think it is a little bit longer.
Yeah, because I think the UTB 18 is like 9.5.
9.5 or something.
Yeah, somewhere else. DK has this right. There's only one 7 o'clock in Josh's day.
Yeah, it's 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even the one in the evening, it's the next day.
Yeah, sometimes if I do see it twice, it's not in the same day.
Oh, you want to see the Blackfoot body on this? I have to make shorter links for the rear, but you can see that it's going to be a cute little truck.
If you used a UTB 18, you probably wouldn't have to make new links.
They say the UTV is 10 inches as well. You know what? I could just go get it.
You could.
Okay, I'll go get it.
All right, I'm going to go through some Hot Wheels quickly. So, not all of them are Hot Wheels, but some of them. There's a multi-set. I'm going to switch to while he's gone. Can I do this one? Aha! Multi-set of Fanta VW buses. We'll go through these ones that aren't actual. There's another VW bus.
Oh, thanks for making me smaller.
Well, you were gone, and I'm more interesting.
You know what? This would fit very well on a UTB 18. Look at that.
Look at that. It's almost perfect.
Dang it. Oh, well, I like doing things. That's something else I can share with people. Making links.
Yes.
I almost brought out Shippy, the original. I almost brought out Shippy by mistake because they look so similar.
That they do. You did a good job.
Why, thank you. There. All right. Were you showing off Hot Wheels?
Non-Hot Wheels first, but yes.
Like M2s?
Yes. You're familiar.
Mm-hmm. Not Maisto, but M2.
So I showed off a few VW items. There's another VW bus.
Moon.
Yes. This is a Boulevard, which is a pretty sweet one. And then this is not, wait, is this a Boulevard? Another Moon Eye, either way. But
fun.
Dairy delivery.
Yeah.
This one I think actually flips up the whole back. Things are exposed itself.
All right.
But I've got a bunch of really good ones in here.
All right. My friend Jeff and his wife Annette sent me some Hot Wheels as well as some other really interesting stuff.
His name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. He sent me, and this is appropriate because Jeff works at a dealership where they sell McLaren and Koenigseggs.
Ah, I've heard of such.
Yeah, so Jeff and Annette sent me some Koenigseggs and some McLarens. I already put a McLaren in my display, but there's another one down there, the F1.
Yeah, that's
which is a nice car.
Yes.
And then there's a Jesco, a Gamera, and another Jesco in there, which are pretty darn cool. Along with that, he sent, and Josh, you'll like this. I heard you like pens.
Ooh, is that a carbon fiber? Koenigsegg carbon fiber and skipped a beat.
Yeah, it writes real fast. And to go along with that,
a
McLaren carbon fiber pen as well.
Also very nice. Ballpoint?
And yes, both ballpoints.
Okay.
And when I get either a McLaren or a Koenigsegg, I've already got the keychains for them.
One for each. So you don't have to,
Aluminum and carbon fiber.
That's very nice.
Very lightweight. They don't want you weighing the car down. The Koenigsegg one, though, it's beefy.
Yeah. And is that a copper ring?
It is indeed.
Very nice.
Yes. Thank you very much, Jeff and Annette. Very kind. Love you.
Some Matchbox, but a full set of the Porsche Matchbox collection. So,
ooh,
yes, Cayenne Turbo, Cayenne. So the 911 Rally, Cayman, Panamera, 914, and 911 GT3.
Porsche Panamera, something crab cakes.
What?
Future. There's a Future song where he talks about crab cakes and Porsche Panameras.
I don't remember that.
I'd play it for you, but we'd get demonetized.
Yeah.
Josh just got outpenned.
That is very fancy.
Those are fancy pens.
Those are.
When I write with it, it's got some weight to it, despite being carbon fiber, and it just makes me feel very fancy.
Yes, ballpoint, but very cool.
Ballpoint butt. Get out of here.
You need to get a nice. I mean, I'm not going to.
No, I don't.
A couple of transports that are sick as.
Oh, a Porsche
and the Hoonigan edition.
They're played out now, though. I don't care
right.
I know anymore.
But super sweet. I like that Hoonigan one, especially.
My friend Brandon, who he's a really great guy, and he always talks about me coming to work at your place.
Do I know
he
it?
Says the position's open for you anytime. You just you say the word.
Yeah.
He sent me a team transport as well. Another Porsche. This is the Euro hauler.
Sat on my desk for quite some time.
It's thick.
Yeah, that truck is heavy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there's a lot of heft going on. You could fit a lot of stuff in that, not just a Porsche.
Mm-hmm. You can fit 2 Uncrustables in there if you really try.
Getting them out.
That's a different story.
That's a different story.
So he sent me a big box of Hot Wheels, and I don't know.
Brandon did?
No. But I think we should go over some of the hits here and why they are so important. But he sent me a bunch of treasure hunts and a super treasure hunt.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah. Super treasure hunt of the Mighty K, which obviously is cool. Baja Bug, the Ain't Fair, and the Time Shifter. All of those are the treasure hunts.
Time Shifter's a treasure hunt?
Yeah, it says it right on the side even. And then if you look underneath, you can see where it says.
Yeah, congratulations. You're a goofball.
But yes, some super sweet. Oh, and the Liberty Walk one of this one is one of my favorites.
Oh, I like that. Vanquish pens get released with the Ripper 2.
I can almost get behind doing some pen stuff.
As long as they work.
That's not a bad idea.
Do a pen.
That's not a
really
bad idea.
Fancy, though. We gotta be really fancy.
Trust me, we have the
you've got the hookups.
The Swiss style lathes that we have would be perfect for it, for high-end pens.
You machine a pen. That's a great idea.
That's what you're getting with Trucks of Freedom this year.
That's good. Oh, is that supposed to happen?
That would get. Don't pick up your cup by the top because I guess you'll still have your drink with you. I guess it's not that big of a problem.
I was gonna say, don't drop it from the bottom part.
Yeah, like never mind. It's fine. Gravity works out. So yes. Anyway,
Jeremy is officially my idea, just like you came up with their logo. Yes, exactly. Pens of Fortune.
Pens of Fortune.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'm capable of such a thing, but we'll get there.
It's a snap off mug. You know what? I'm glad he writes comedy.
God.
It would be wasted.
If you do pens, they got to be fountain pens. I agree.
I don't know. I don't want to have to buy ink.
Once you do, though, and you'll just be like, oh, never mind, I understand. And you know what? Actually, I need to fill my TWSBI. It's pretty much empty. That's just like, for one, filling one like this with the plunger is a whole experience on its own. You know, anytime you have to open the jar of ink,
Oh,
like things
God,
get a
here
little
we go.
like you're more careful.
You should.
But-
You know what? I honestly think you should start a second channel.
I'm not going to. The fountain pens with cartridge style, much easier. I changed the one in my Lamy yesterday, so change ink, change colors quickly. Oh, nice to write with a good pen.
They did.
You know what? I heard about that.
We have all of them. We own all of them. Some guy bought 500 of our pens. Do we even have that many? Oh yeah, we've got like 10,000 of those.
We only sold 2 before, so
we couldn't give them away.
Pens with Josh. If you're looking for a good pen channel, try the Goulet company pen channel. They have a great channel.
You could call it
podcast. They have a podcast that's just like this. 2 guys talking about pens.
You could call it Pen Pals.
I bet that's taken.
But the problem
Harley
is you don't have any friends. That's good.
That is fantastic, actually.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, wow. I like it. I think that.
Agreed, Benjamin. Agreed.
How much? Oh, I'm well aware. However, Matt is obviously a bigger dork. Plays with the dolls.
I don't play with them. I put them in the truck, and then they are in there. The end.
Oh, he's putting his little hands on the steering wheel. Oh, take it apart.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure their hands are on the steering wheel. It's cleaned up pretty nice.
Still, they'll be on the site when they're back in stock. I'm not going to give you a date until we know. And even then, still, they'll be back on the site as soon as they can. Harley
Logan wins. Poll on who's a bigger dork. I don't think we need it. It's 50-50 split.
Yeah, it's a loser's vote.
Yeah, I don't want to lose that bet. All right. Now what?
Well,
that's it for mail call.
Yeah, that is pretty much it for mail call. It hasn't been a crazy week in the news other than, did you watch the news yet?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I commented on the news.
Oh, okay. I believe you then. That's right. So
did you hear? I said, please subscribe to my channel.
Did you hear about the discussion about Red Cat's new idea with the bed dancer? For one,
yeah,
I think they need to stick with that name because that's a great name. Like
there's got to be something else they could come up with that would be equally that would be better, but I think that could relate well to the sort of person that I imagine would own that type of vehicle and frequent a location.
Yeah. Exactly.
Something to do with dancing.
Right. You know, yeah, there's something there. I don't know what it is exactly yet, but
yeah, I'm not sure yet.
But they're talking about that. For those that didn't watch the news, I understand. They're going to do a $200 pre-order, basically, and that gives you access to this private, it'll be a private group, whatever you want to call it, where they'll give you a bunch of information as the thing is coming along. They'll tell you about the development, show you photos and details of it that aren't public because it's not being fully released yet. Which I feel
is like that sort of.
I feel like it's kind of cool.
It's an interesting idea, yeah, for sure. But the problem is that none of that information will be,
it's not
retained within the group.
Right. It's going to get spread out.
You got to promise. Can't spoil it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think that there's still but the thing is that you're not really just paying for the access to that information. You kind of are, but at the same time, like the purchase of that is just going to a pre-order. So you get the chance, you're guaranteeing yourself a first batch at that as well, which is nice because a lot of times those things sold out so quickly that you had to be there within minutes or you didn't get it. So I think that now granted, it has to have some sort of like monetary motivation that they're trying to help predict.
It's all of a sudden it's become like a GoFundMe or like a what's the other one? Kickstarter. It's like a Kickstarter campaign, right? They get to get this capital. It's guaranteed investment because they know like they'll make it like no refunds, no take backsies.
And but they are offering refunds up until right before it ships, basically, or a month or two before. So pretty reasonable the way that they're kind of putting it out there. I'm not mad at how they're doing it. I get it.
No. I think it's fun. I like the whole idea of it. I just wish there was a way that it was like a portal where you could see everything, but there wasn't a way to share it out. So
I know what you mean.
Still
it would be nice if
privacy.
That extra benefit that they were giving to you was something that they could control. So
exactly. Real quick, Velocity Addiction. Thank you very much. Took the family kart racing this weekend at K1 Speed. We had a blast. Thanks for the inspiration. I'm so glad that I can help inspire with that because it is very fun.
Yeah, I can agree with that, and I need to go again soon.
Yeah.
Your films, the Black Movie. I don't know what that means 100%.
I don't get it,
but thank you very much.
It is an interesting concept though. Like, I mean, we see it in pretty much every other industry, right? Like, tech, especially on Kickstarter,
pre-orders in advance. The private access to the group side of it isn't something you see.
No.
Yeah, so
it's interesting. I don't mind that idea at all. It's sort of a little bit like these like subscription model building things, right? Where you're like, oh, I want to build a DeLorean, but I don't want to spend $2,000 all at once. I'd rather spend it over 4 years.
That it is, I mean, kind of like that, or a sense of it. Oh my God, I cannot. I have such a hard time thinking about getting behind that type of project.
Well, you don't have the patience for it.
Not like that. I do. It's the like, okay, I'll do this, and then just, well, granted, work on that for a little bit, put it on the shelf. We're gonna have a little bit, put it on the shelf. We're gonna have a little bit, put it on the shelf. Come back to that one.
A room full of that.
Yeah, I know. Just ask my wife. I should spend $200 on a dancer.
It's a very secretive club, though, baby.
Yeah, like there's gonna be private live feeds, and
I noticed that the idea of the subscription model comes up more and more, right? Because I mean, it's something that we do now. We give all these companies $10, $8 a month. They let us watch all their content, and
right,
it's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, it's. I've got a handful of Patreon feeds that I subscribe to. For that type of thing, I get just the support for that. I think that's the only other site like that.
I'm not personally a big fan of Patreon in so much as like I like it if it's absolutely 100% exclusive content that you cannot get anywhere else.
Right.
I don't really get it when it's like you can watch it 3 days before everybody else.
Yeah,
I don't buy into that at all because that's just 2 streams of revenue that it's a little bit.
Yeah, scammy. I know what you mean there. That doesn't. I don't know that that's for me either. But I subscribe.
But if I'm learning something specific, that I'm not able to learn anywhere else from someone that is like a master at that, whatever that thing is, modeling or whatever, then yeah, I'm fully into it.
See, I subscribed to two guys for BeamNG. One is Rough Country Calling, and he makes some exclusive models for for BeamNG that are fantastic. And then Good Maps, which is also for BeamNG, which are some.
I bet you he makes some pretty good maps.
It's it's pretty crazy. It's also his last name. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know. It was the pun was just teed up. And then the other one is Donut Operator, which, but it's not car channel stuff.
What is that?
It's just another YouTube channel. But that's the only.
Nicole, I need to look this up now.
You don't need to. Your films.
Did you say anything?
Because those are the three that I subscribe to. It's like
Oh God.
Yeah, you don't. It's not a channel for you.
This is not a channel for me.
It's not a channel for you. You're Josh. You're gonna go with a dinky SC for the 24. I don't know yet. We shall find out. I've got the.
Why do you subscribe to this?
Because who knows? Donut Operator is my stage name. Yeah, good.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I thought that was an interesting thing, and you know what? I hope it works out for him, because again, the value is just going to something. So
yeah, exactly. The money you would have spent at once, you're getting sort of like updates monthly.
Yeah,
sort of
you guarantee
deal.
your space in line, blah blah blah. So I'm
like
not
that.
mad
Cool.
at that at all.
No,
but thought it was interesting.
Unless it doesn't come to fruition, then I would be upset.
You know what? If it was Red Cat is a company that I feel is established enough that I wouldn't be concerned about my money disappearing.
Yes.
I've subscribed, or I've done Kickstarters or whatever where my money did disappear and I never got my product. One was called the Text Blade, and it was like 2013.
They rebrand that as the Finger Blade because it did come out, and I have one.
Right. Yeah, but beyond that, yeah, I wouldn't be concerned that I wasn't going to get. So anyway, that would be my
go and get.
Yeah.
All right. So now we know Josh subscribes to Patreon. Nerd.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot Rocket Powered Mohawk on Patreon.
Oh, you do? Oh,
he does
a
podcast on there.
Yeah,
which is pretty good.
I should get
and
that.
Nicole likes Rocket Power Mohawk as well.
Who doesn't though? You can't not love.
Really? Brandon can't. He's like, I can't do it. I can't listen to this guy.
He's great.
He's shouty though. A lot of people, I think Brandon gets enough done at home from the kids. He's like, if I needed to just hear screaming, I would just go home.
So, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But
yeah, I like it though. I get it.
So I am here for Patreon subscriptions.
Well, good for you.
But yeah, also as part of that, I had asked that question in the news, and I had got a comment.
You got some wildly interesting comments.
I was just like, I can never understand paying a YouTuber.
Well, it's not a real job, Josh.
Yeah, someone's just like, it's just, and someone had there was like 10 comments, or replies to it, and someone said along lines of like, it's supporting a creator that you like or whatever, blah blah. And he's like, it's something like they should just get a job. It's not real work. Or like yeah, well, like they're creating that. Like, well, yeah, but it's not a real job. Like, okay. and I didn't bite
all
my
right.
tongue, and I did respond to that, and I shouldn't have, but I did. I don't feel bad that I did, but I just normally do not respond to idiots.
Well, I mean, we're not like Checkered Past here says. I don't know if this is in relation to what you just said, but we're not making Mr. Beast money. we do have real jobs.
We do have
in
real
addition
jobs.
to this job. And
Yes.
to be fair, once we get into a rhythm, it's pretty easy to get some content out, but it still takes time. You still have to sit in here and film it, and then you have to sit in another room and edit it, and you gotta. It is work.
The Scale News
There's no two ways about it.
Probably 6 hours a week.
He's got to go on the internet.
Yeah,
he's got to write things down.
That one's a lot. That one's the most work, which seems like it should not be, but
it should be. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 rooms.
There's 2 rooms.
You got to do it in 2 rooms. I also do it in 2 rooms. I can't,
can't do it all in one room.
You don't sleep where you eat. Wait, that's not how that goes.
Yeah. It sounds about right.
People who say YouTube is not a job have never shot an edited video, which was part of my response, because the person who had several videos, none of and I said, "Oh, I can tell by the wild success of your channel how this is easy for you, and for us, we're just doing." I was annoyed when I responded.
Josh was annoyed.
I was annoyed. I sent Matt a screenshot.
That's why
I was like, I almost pinned this comment.
That's usually why I let Rebecca answer all the comments, and I think she clapped back at somebody today.
For
insulting me.
If I let Nicole respond to the comments, I would already be removed from YouTube for threats against entire countries, probably. She has so much.
You're going down, Estonia.
Yeah. Listen, leave Alar out of this. He's the only one we know in Estonia, and he's very nice.
Yeah. It's something that comes up a lot, though, is that I think a lot of people who genuinely who have an insult to deliver, or they don't like the channel. It's like, just don't watch. Yeah. It's so easy. Like, if you don't watch it.
I have one person who on almost every video has a stupid comment to make, and they're almost always wildly uneducated about the particular topic. And it's the same person. I know who the person is. I'm just like, I don't know them in person, of course. Just their stupid avatar. And
yeah. It's not. I'm sure that doing what you do, Chainsaw, is hard work. I am not negating anybody else's hard work. But when you have a job that you work at all day, and then you come home and you do another thing for the rest of the time that you have, it's presumably when you go home, Chainsaw, you don't also cut down trees again.
Yeah. It's like just like engineering. I just sat in a cubicle. It didn't mean it was not hard work.
Yeah.
It was just
do you think you 2 knuckleheads could put out the content you do if y'all had kids? No. Unless if I didn't want to see my kids, yes. Definitely.
Yeah, if I wanted to be a real
if I wanted to be a real piece of shit.
Same thought.
I mean, more so than I already am.
Yeah, exactly. See, I only have to ignore one person for most of the evening. I can imagine trying to ignore 3 or more at a time.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, Rebecca's happy that I am down here. So I'm not bothering her. So yeah. Kids. But I mean, I wasn't that's interesting, because I wasn't doing this before I decided not to have kids. So I wouldn't say that this, like, not having kids was a reason I'm doing this, but I would say that it's much easier not having them.
Yeah, I mean, all the way down to the level of like, yeah, just time wise, the amount of time that parenting takes, I've heard is a lot, like in almost every day.
Yeah, I think you have to do it. I think it's every day, like Monday through Friday. No, wait. I think it's every day of the week.
The weekends you still have off though.
Okay. Well, that's when you drop them off at someone else's house.
Yeah. They go to school or something.
Or you're like, all right, see you Monday.
Yeah, see you Monday, guys. It was a long week. So
take her easy. CCXRC makes it work with kids. Yes, but his kids are old. His kids are into their teens.
And there's lots of channels that have kids. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do. There's just, I can't imagine trying to make the time. You know, let alone the fact that, well, I guess the other part of it is that like when I decide to film a video, that's whatever. But the things that I don't film that never make it on the channel are 5 to 1 what make it on the channel.
Yeah. Like, the ratio is high.
Little projects here and there that I'm just like, that's never going to be a video, but I'm still going to do it. It's just, every once in a while I make a video on one of them, you know. So
Zeke 711, thank you very much. I just wanted to thank you for answering my question on the forum the other day. Topic was the K10 Proline body fit on TF2 long wheelbase. Yes, right on. Yeah, it's like a 12.3 wheelbase, should fit totally fine. I'm glad that that helps. Long wheelbase. What's the problem?
Nothing. You just seemed confused. You kept saying long wheelbase.
Yeah, because it is the long wheelbase that he ordered. That's the one that will fit on that body. Stop trying to screw me up. I'm gonna kill you. You know what? If you were my kid, I would have killed you long ago. Your smart mouth.
You know, but yeah, like talk like, you know, Brandon has 3 under
a lot
6 or so 7 maybe, and yeah, he's like, oh yeah, we have another birthday party and then taekwondo and then we have to go to this and that. I'm like, I woke up at 11 on Saturday because I was up to 4. Nobody said anything.
Nobody said I should go to bed.
So yeah, I have to worry about anybody getting up and needing water or going back to sleep.
Yeah,
repeating yourself is a sign of Lexan withdrawal.
You know, we have this handy thing where you can click on the comment, and then when you read it out, people can read it along with you.
You're right. Some people are like audiobooks, though.
I do some chores around the house. I'm responsible for the outdoor upkeep.
Okay.
So it's lacking right now. That's why I pay a man to come here.
Exactly.
No, but I do things. Don't worry about what I do. I do stuff.
I have an HOA that takes care of the outside, and then I do the dishes.
Oh yeah, I do dishes.
You do your own laundry?
No.
That's good. Making sure you had your house in order. So
what else do I do? Work?
Yeah, I do a lot of that too. I work. Make sure vehicle things are sorted.
Yeah, you know, driver places, pay for stuff.
I mean, you don't drive very often because you haven't put gas in your car in 6 months.
No, I did. I bought gas last week.
Wow.
And I was really pissed about it because I had to buy gas. But I just wanted to share with you right now. You want any guesses onto my average miles per gallon? This is over the lifetime of the vehicle.
How many miles do you have?
10,000 kilometers.
So 6,000 miles.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's say averaging 247 miles to the gallon.
That's a little high.
I'm just taking that electric.
Yeah, but I've done a lot of road trips.
You've done a lot of road trips?
Well, I've done a few road trips. I've done a few road trips.
You went skiing once. What is it?
I drove to New York State. I drove to
That's
Ohio.
across. You can see it.
No, but like into it.
Okay.
Into it. And yes, so, get up high enough. You can't see it.
Okay. What is it? Is it? It's still got to be into the high 60s.
It's 94.2 miles per gallon.
Okay.
Right?
That's 94.2. That's still fairly reasonable. So
thank you.
Those road trips really cut that down. Obviously,
they did.
Because otherwise, that would most definitely have been up close to my number.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens when you never.
I told Richard that number, and he wrote back, laughs in Dodge Ram, 7 miles per gallon.
I get like 18 in the Gladiator. So.
Oh. Not bad. You can't say those things out loud.
He knows that.
I was listening to the one this week.
What is
wrong? Yeah. You're an excellent human. I like you. What were they talking about? Was that guy that was talking about all the gladiators preacher? And stuff?
Oh
no, like one of their like regular clip things that they go back to all the time. He's talking about the Spartans and how they would can't even get into it.
No, you can't. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about Your Mom's House podcast.
Go listen to Your Mom's House.
Try it out.
Real trucks get like 12 miles per gallon.
Listen, with the 20s really brought down the average on the Gladiator.
Shocker.
To the 20s were still a good move. I stand by it. My guys through the fuel of your car as you.
See, the thing I've been noticing a lot, and I don't know if this is like everywhere, but it seems like there's a real like glut of electric cars. People can't sell them, and the resale value has plummeted.
Absolutely tanked.
And I think this is like, it's partially related to the weather, because I think this was one of the first years. No, they don't. They use like easily a quarter of your range is eliminated just when it's cold.
At least.
But I think this is one of those years where it was one of the first times where I think that they kind of achieved this sort of like mass market share in terms of like people having them.
Yeah, the people who wanted them have bought them.
And now they're like, oh, what? No, this is garbage. What? Nobody told me that when I bought it. I've never used a battery operated device in the cold weather before. And all of a sudden, I think the people have spoken and they're like, these things suck.
Hybrid seems like the way to go. I could daily drive an electric vehicle. I could.
So could I easily.
You don't daily drive anything.
Listen, just because work for me, how far is work for you? How many
35 minutes.
Okay, I'm almost the same amount of time.
How many miles?
I don't know. Not very many.
Yeah. So no,
Obviously.
I'm 15 miles from work, but 35 minutes, which sucks. Because it's all
if I'm walking, it takes me about an hour.
If I'm walking,
it's
I'm
how many miles is 6 kilometers?
5, 4.
Okay,
somewhere in there.
4 and change.
Yeah,
that's how far it is to work. But how long does it take you?
35 minutes.
Okay,
as long as I go at my normal time. If I go during like the time other people are going to work, it takes longer.
I just want to see. I can't.
Like, if I went,
usually takes about half an hour.
If I was trying to get to work at like 8-ish, it'd probably take me closer to like 40, 45. 9:15, 35 minutes.
Right.
That's why I go late. But that's the real question. Does he have to drive on the 401? No, I don't drive on any of those.
No, I don't have to drive on the 401.
Yeah,
there's no highway driving for me. Matt leaves the front door, drives to the other side of the driveway, gets out, walks into the back door, and goes downstairs.
It's under 4 miles. 3.728 miles, DK says.
But round trip, that's like 7 miles.
Yeah. And if you keep doing it every day, it's like over 100.
It feels longer than it is.
Yeah. So,
but it's very silent.
So off topic completely, but back onto RC, which I don't know how that's the off topic.
Is this show about that now?
I busted out my 3D scanner yesterday.
Yes.
I haven't used it in like probably a couple of months at least. And I needed to do a firmware update and a software update and all that junk from not using it for so long. Anyway, I took it out and I scanned the MT-12.
Yes, I saw that. You're doing a useless project. I saw.
Yeah, absolutely useless project. But let me tell you, the updates on the Pop 3 here, which I think this one's Pop 3. Yeah. Yes.
Which one do I?
Holy crap. Did it do a good job on the scan and so quickly.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my, I was so pumped how well of a scan, because a black plastic item is sometimes
usually very hard. Yeah, I saw that you doused it in Batiste
dry shampoo, Beach Babe.
Oh, not your mother's dry shampoo, eh?
Not your mother's dry. You should try.
This ain't your daddy's dry shampoo.
So
this ain't your pappy's purple power.
But it
although it's super clean.
So, I'm like, I need to 3D scan some more stuff now, because the updates made such a difference. Holy crap. That crap is flammable. This stuff is basically flame in a can. Now the Radio Master can hold chapstick. Yeah. Tactical V2 MT-12. Yeah. I did take the wheel off when I scanned it because I didn't want to get the foam with the spray, and I figured I could draw that on there and it'd be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You're fine.
Yeah. Entertain for a moment, please.
Oh God.
You're welcome.
So do you guys like stuff? Hate it when he does that. Just disappears, doesn't give me any notice. For those of you who missed it at the beginning, here's the K1 Speed go-kart. I did all the decal work today, and there's some carbon fiber on the nose. Look at that. Excellent. The man has been painted mostly. I still have to do his gloves and helmet and feet, but yeah, now it's all ready to go. It's all it cleaned up really well because it wasn't very dirty. Whoever owned this before took pretty good care of it. And it just works so well. I can't wait to take it. I'm going to take it to K1 next weekend and see if I can get some of the guys there to drive it. I think that would be kind of fun. Anyway, I don't know where Josh went. For any of you who are interested, Thursday, tomorrow, is usually What's on the Bench day. I'll be doing What's on the Bench live tomorrow night instead, because it is the live week. It's been 8 weeks. So every 8th week, we get a live one. And with that, I think, should we do an all Steam episode? I think I've been kind of talking about doing work on the Steam truck on the on a video. So we might as well do it live. I think that would be kind of fun. I have to reprogram the radio, and yeah, that'll be fun. I think we'll do that.
Apologize.
Gunnar, I have not given away the Armageddon yet, but I will be. I think next week we're going to do a little work get together. I'm going to give it to all the assistants, make them eat it. Have some jerky.
Here you go. Don't touch your eyes. Don't touch your
eyes. A little spicy. Don't touch your eyes or your genitals.
There's a sticker that says don't do it. So, God. Anyway, apologize for my brief interruption.
NR 1268, doing a UTB bugger conversion. Excellent. Hey, just like this one right here. How did you decide if you wanted axle and servo or not? Any tips from when you did your conversion? No tips. Very easy to follow this one. Instructions are online. I kept the servo on the axle just for the sake of convenience, but they do include all the parts to do the chassis mounted servo. I would do that if you're planning to compete. Otherwise, I would just leave it.
Make it easy on yourself. Does the UTB 18 have a panhard mount, or do they have like a 3D one?
They have a printed mount.
I would probably stay with servo and axle then. Printed panhard mounts. You see a lot of side load on the panhard that I maybe wouldn't trust printed.
Yes.
So yeah, they.
What time is the live feed again? I usually start at around 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
What are you
time.
Live feeding?
Tomorrow's What's on the Bench live, because it's the 8th week.
Like it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do Steam Truck. I'm going to get that all up and running on the live stream.
On the live stream? Okay. Nice.
It's very reliable.
I've seen.
It is.
I've seen. It's I mean, if you can make sure that it has fire, I guess you're okay.
Yeah. So. I've got lots of that available.
Does it put off some fumes?
Propane butane mix.
Yeah. That's
maybe a little. It's not so bad.
Okay, nice. You've ran it in the studio before?
Yeah, I've never fallen asleep.
So, okay, well, cool. I'm always looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Last Friday, I did the live stream for the Traxxas, and I did the Lego set that not Lego block something. Shoot, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I built that on stream, the miniature version of it, which is right there. Anyway, and it was frustrating to do that on the live stream, and I felt like it made for such a terrible live stream that I took the live stream down. So if you look for that live stream, it is not up.
Oh my gosh.
I just, every once in a while, I'm just like, I don't know how anybody could watch this. I don't want it to be one that someone runs across and takes it down.
This is not the thing you want to be the litmus test for possible viewers.
No, I don't. So I was like, I'm pulling this down. I don't like it. It's not.
That's too bad. Couldn't you have just cut parts of it out though?
I felt like I would have had to cut the whole goddamn thing out. Like it was so frustrating for me to be digging through this pile of tiny little parts that I just.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I did find that part a little annoying.
I just
propane, butane, bleach, and ammonia. Yeah, nothing deadly there.
Any styrofoam? Yeah, just. Aardvark explained. Thank you very much. Why do OEMs always? son of a bitch.
I knew as soon as I saw that word, I was like, nope. This is a good point, though. The live streams where we struggle or get frustrated, let us know you're human and that we're not alone. That's why I rarely take things down.
I can agree, but like this is a different level of it, and it's for too long. Struggling with something like I struggled with the MT12 on a live stream with the Red Cat thing, and that was frustrating for me. But it wasn't such just the main purpose of the whole thing. Like we're building this atom blocks thing. Trying to, I couldn't do it.
I'll tell you what though, and this is
still I can't believe.
I know.
I was just like, oh yeah, it's a regular question.
Most people, they're not watching it with a critical eye like you think they are, though. I think most people have this on, like even this right now, it's just background.
And absolutely, totally agree. How terrible would it be to have background noise if someone just searching through a pile of blocks? Again, it was the worst.
I think you're just being too hard on yourself.
I can't.
Which is odd because that's not something you would normally do.
Like you don't normally care about quality at all. Like
or yourself or how you reflect on others. So
Lacos, thank you very much. The hope fam in-laws are good and stuff. If you guys didn't see the terrible incident happened in KC today at the parade, really bad deal. We checked in on friends and family and things like that we knew would be in and about there. We had both there, friends and family, at the time, and everyone we knew or we knew who was there, we checked on that we could. Everyone was okay. So thoughts for family and friends of people that were unfortunately not so lucky. Super scary today. Nicole spent a lot of the day checking in, finding people. Luckily, she's really, really good at that. And yeah,
I think if anybody would be, it would be Nicole.
Yeah,
she's
obviously
got a big
What's
heart
up with me?
and cares a lot.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, somehow is still with you. So
yeah, crazy stuff though. George GC Coop, good to see you, man. I enjoyed that live while I recovered from the flu on the couch. You're like, I guess it's not so bad just being sick here. It could be that guy looking like an idiot.
You could be trying to build that stupid thing.
So, yeah.
I went on eBay today because I was like, are these things still commanding idiotic money?
Yeah,
they are.
Ridiculous.
I don't
yeah,
I don't like that market.
I know what you mean. And that's why I'm going to drive mine.
That's why I'm going to keep mine in a box and just wait.
Yeah, just wait till the value comes down, and then I'll use it.
Yeah, then I'll use it. No,
I want to use it now.
I don't know. It's right now. It's too salty and cold and cruddy here, and I will break something. I know I will. So
I do have concerns on durability of a handful of parts.
Apparently, though,
specifically the wheels.
Yes, because they look. Ooh,
the outer is
very fragile.
The outer you take that knockoff off, and that one piece comes, but then it leaves a very thin wheel behind it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. It's just okay. So I have concerns there. I feel like I even maybe bent one of my wheels already. Just parking lot ripping it around on 2S, the whole deal. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna send it the same. I just have to get someone to go shoot some film with me. Maybe Nicole. We'll see. I know I should.
I've seen some of the videos she's shot.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But she tries, and she has a big heart.
We love you, Nicole.
Love you, Nicole.
All right. Should we pull up some racing?
Oh my goodness. We probably should. Just print wheels and tires and save the stock. I feel like I could possibly,
I like Chib's idea. Put tracks on it.
I feel like I could maybe have some wheels made. And oh my goodness.
Pause. There we are.
So you were able to run a full chin mount. And you have a lap time indicator on your wheel as well.
Negative.
Oh wait, what is that then?
It's just a screen. I don't know why they have it. It does nothing.
Interesting.
We also have, you can also see there are paddle shifters there, and they do nothing as well.
Well,
hey, wait, can you draw on the? No, you can just edit.
So, yeah, go ahead. Can you turn the volume down on this?
I will turn the volume down. Yes,
so
that way you won't hear my swearing.
Oh, maybe we leave it up.
You can't. You can barely hear anything. This is obviously K1 Speed in Mississauga. And
sleeve with his broom. Hi, Matt.
That's a really nice broom.
God.
As you can see, I'm fully ready here. Standing start. Now, I don't know if this is common.
Now, were you taking cookies out of the oven right before you got into the seat, or
these are my racing gloves?
These are my racing gloves. Okay.
Look, they've got grippies on the inside, and everyone else is wearing them.
Yep. You can tell it's serious.
My friend Jason over here on the right, he's wearing his. Everyone's got them.
Okay.
We've also got all of our own helmets. Now, you cannot take a GoPro to K1 on the regular.
Right. That's why I was,
Yeah, because this is only for the challenge GPs and us responsible adults.
How do you hold that 3.5 horsepower down?
These have got more than that. Torquey. But yeah, standing start. That's not something that often I think happens, but for this race they do.
So
and
green flag.
Yeah, on the green flag.
He was waving. Oh, there it is. Hammered down. Okay. So coming in, turn hairpin. No, just 90-degree. Wow, wide line. Well,
because I've already got somebody on my right.
I mean, he was a ways
get
over
tight
there,
in here.
He
tight in here. Trying to get my spot back from that guy. Get bumped there from behind.
Well, I mean, he
lose
thought
a
you were going to leave
place.
a ton of room like you did last time. I don't blame him.
I'm not. I don't give any room here. So
let's see.
And there's lap one. So now I'm in
short track.
Yeah. I'm looking around a bit.
Checking your insides. We can see.
Yeah.
And now this is quali.
This is the race.
Okay,
I'm not sharing quali.
Good. No, that's good. I'm glad there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, you guys are stacked tight for qualifying.
Yeah.
And now this is 4 positions, so you've lost 1 position since this started.
Yeah, basically. And I think I said something there because I think I got bumped again by the same guy behind me, and apparently
it's a speed boost at that point.
Yeah, he's not. I guess he's also done a fair bit of bumping in other races. So it's sort of his MO.
A little wide there. We're a little wide.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to, we're not following the racing line so much here, right?
Yeah, you're just trying to be wide.
Exactly. I'm trying to maintain my position and also set myself up here. So
I see the
chatter on these carts is real, and you know that, right? You lose so much.
Yeah, when that much is going on, but you're trying to keep your
That was a better line there. I felt better about that one. Now here I get quite close. I think I tapped him on the out.
Right there.
I tapped him. He looked back. Lost a ton of space there.
Yeah. He got.
And then I got bumped again from behind.
You hit that guy. I like the hand. Like what?
My hand.
It wasn't my fault.
No, the guy. Look, roll it back. Roll it back. Because as I'm coming out of this corner here, he goes wide.
And then you got hit. Yep.
I got hit from behind. He's like, no bumping. I'm like, what the
That
hell?
was aggressive as Matt gets. The hand.
Now, here's where it gets interesting because all of a sudden we're all stacked up here.
Were you still getting a slow down or a sign there?
No, the guy behind me is getting the no bumping sign.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm definitely the faster cart here. And I cannot get past this guy.
Right.
Because it's not a very wide track. It's pretty tight. Bump him again.
Yep. Just trying to find a place you can get a nose in, right? That's what you got. You get a nose in.
Yeah.
Spin if you
get the nose in, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Do I have DRS open? Yes. DRS is wide open through any of the straights here.
This is such a tight course.
Yeah, it's very tight. Lots of
RK1
turns.
is pretty big in comparison, I think.
Well, this is the smaller of the two in town, right? There's Toronto and Mississauga, and this one is smaller.
Oh, gotcha.
Like
the
these are 21-second laps.
And the one here local to me.
Oh, no kidding, eh?
Oh, much better. It's the one at our place. It's like it feels. It's yeah, it feels like you're racing in a pretty dark warehouse.
Right.
Because you kind of are. P2
is P2 texting. Yeah, it's got pretty spread out here, but I'm biding my time, and we're coming up into like maybe this might be 9th.
Yeah, you're about we're about 2/3 through this race. Oh, here's your opportunity.
Yeah, I got in pretty tight. He closed the door there on me.
Yep. Buck dandy. So maybe the reason your lap times were low is you got confused on which one was stop and go. I do like the signs down there.
Yeah, it's helpful. Although he loses it here. I go tight.
Oh, you bumped him,
and I bumped him, so I missed out again.
You got to get in there without the bump, huh?
Yeah. Final lap.
Final white flag.
Now see how tightly bunched they're getting up there. Watch this hairpin as we come in here.
Oh gosh. Oh, did you pick up two? You picked up two.
I got 2 spots. Yeah, got 2 spots.
So you got
I
one.
Shut the door on him there. Yeah.
And on the last, so you can tell that whoever was up there was frustrated. So.
Yeah. There we go.
And you felt pretty decent about that. Good. Footage.
Felt okay about that. Yeah. Have you tried hitting him with your purse?
Yeah. Those guys. God, I bet they're. I wonder which of the two. Oh my God. I can't.
You can't call me that. I am leaning to the outside. Yeah, you definitely want to lean to the outside of your corners so you get 3 wheels going instead of 4.
Gives you the diff action style.
Diff action. Yeah.
Diff action. So now,
Matt, you sure those shift paddles don't do anything? Yes.
Upshift. So we actually have a karting place here in the Sacramento area called at Red Hawk Casino, and they have a boost button.
Oh,
yeah, and you get 3 seconds of boost, or is it 3 seconds? I think it's 3 seconds of boost per lap.
Okay,
and it's noticeable.
That sounds pretty cool. I like that idea.
3 levels. So.
Oh wow!
Got a lot of climb and all that. So
that's pretty fun.
But our K1 here, probably a little bit more competitive on that side of things.
Yeah. These guys are taking it pretty seriously. And in that race, I mean, the thing that I kind of forgot is that race strategy is totally different from quali strategy.
Yeah.
It's not about necessarily going as fast as possible as it is about being as wide as possible to maintain the position that you've already got from qualifying.
You're not trying to get your optimal racing line. You're just trying to get
no fast laps. You're just trying to get ahead of people. So
yeah,
I think I'm going to have to put into practice for next week.
You should go. You need to just go on some of these off nights and just punt.
Oh yeah.
Punt some of these kids and learn some tactics.
Yeah. Well, I've got it. I was
bad.
You know how at K1 they have like a points system for like how far up on the overall leaderboard you are. The guy who's in first place in this league, he's also a former Canadian champ who went to California to do like the Worlds, because they have like a Worlds thing outdoor. That's kind of a big deal, I guess. He, like you start with 1,200 points at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
And I've got like, I don't know, 1,220 now or something from the times that I've been. And we're in the second week of February. This guy has 4,000 already.
Is he an employee?
No, he's there every day, at least 4 times a day.
What does he do?
I don't know.
Like, you can't, like, racing rental carts doesn't seem like a profession. So
no, it's obvious that he either gets tremendous enjoyment out of this.
Yeah.
Or,
sure. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, you have to fund this, and to be there that
it's
often,
not cheap.
I gotta know. He's a tuber.
He's not a tuber. He is not a YouTuber. I will tell you that right now.
Where was the Eric Baker? Josh, have you ever gone to Perry City and driven the gas-powered carts there? I have not. I did not know that was an option, that you could go there and drive some of those carts. I'm interested, but I also do like K1. So,
a scale from RC four-wheel drive mystery box to why don't you use a Dremel? How red was Matt's face when getting bumped? I was pretty upset. Because it seems like this guy's only way of getting ahead of people is by knocking people out. And whether or not that's true, I mean, it just kind of felt a little malicious. Like,
you
know where the brake pedal is. You know where the brake pedal is.
No, he's faster than you, obviously. So I'm trying to force you off a lot. If he's bumping you, he's faster than you.
No, it just means he's not. Do you know how this works?
Like Yuki radio upset?
There were some choice words in there. For sure. Gares, thanks very much. Been loaning Josh camera money. Here, this for you. Thanks. I need to stay. Yeah, need to start paying for my laps. Got to go get some extra practice laps in. Is it Lance? Daddy, can I go to K1 again? No, Lance. We have F1 cars at home.
Wreckfest upset or F1 2023? I've not played F1 2023, so
I feel like that would just be an exercise of futility. Yeah. I don't think it's easy to drive those cars.
Do need to join us for some more Wreckfesting, though, because that's always fun.
I don't have a machine that does that anymore.
What about the one you're staring into right now?
I don't want to sit in here and play video games.
What? Because the chair you have chosen is terrible?
I got to stare up, and I don't have a controller in here. I guess I could. Do they have it on the game station?
Nah, I don't think it's cross-platform.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it's just on PC. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So,
safety third, thank you. Everyone knows where the stop pedal is. It's written in the cart. Do yours not say that, Josh? Do yours have the stop and go? They must.
You know, I get they probably do, but I can't say that I've ever noticed.
Yeah,
it's just
I am definitely not braking in the turns. You do not brake. You just let off the throttle. And if someone's bumping into the back of me that hard, they're not driving well.
You should just use the momentum. Let them do it. Josh can't read. Full idiocracy over here.
I have a different room for gaming.
You got to film in the room, then you got to go to a different room.
Film in this room,
then
and
you
you
got
got
to
to edit in a different room, and I got a game in the other room
So yes, I'm just done. That's why they're red and green. This video brought to you by Ye Ol' Gaming.
The Toledo Chair Company. Same chair since 1910. There was the girl in the league. I was talking to her dad a fair bit. She absolutely loves this. She was watching F1 and she's like, Dad, I want to do this. He's like, all right. So they took her down to the kart track and she goes like every weekend. She's there. And she came in third overall this whole week for this week.
Okay.
She killed it. She was all over it. It was amazing to watch.
Everyone, I don't know why. Like,
go ahead.
Karting is wildly fun. I have no judgment. Every once in a while, I was like, man, I want to go kart. And it's like organizing with people who have kids and things like that. But it's like, then I think I could just go by I could go by myself. And it's like, sounds weird. I mean, I could take Nicole, I guess.
It's not. Most people there are adults.
Yeah, I know. And then, but I always just remember like that one episode of Breaking Bad where Jesse's just like karting on his own. And then I was like, I can't go by myself. I can't do
it. I remember it's like so good.
F1 in 2 weeks, and tomorrow is Red Bull livery announcement day. I'm so excited.
Yeah, guess what? Guess what?
The same car.
It's the exact same car.
Yeah.
There's all kind of, it is 1057. We can talk formula.
We can.
There's so much internet speculation that Adrian Newey knocked off things from the Merc, or like there's design. I know there's design choices that he made that look exactly like what Mercedes is doing, and it's like, come on.
Like, okay. The Merc has some interesting changes. Is there actually interesting changes on the Merc?
Yeah, it looks like a Red Bull now.
I can't imagine that. I am so excited for testing. I hope, you know what? I hope that the Merc actually is decent, like a solid number 3 car, just consistently.
Yeah.
And then Hamilton leaves and goes to the pasta factory. Like,
I sent you was pretty funny, eh?
Yeah.
So, the in-house chef of a gluten-free pasta with vegan meat.
So I'm super excited for this year.
Yeah,
Super
it's coming, man.
And yeah, when does testing start? Is that in 2 weeks?
Yes. Okay. No. 20th, I think it actually
Testing
starts.
The 20th. It's in a week, and then Bahrain is in 2 weeks. That can't be right.
For where? When? February 21st.
Oh, it's a week from today.
Yes.
That's exciting. First race is the 29th.
So soon.
So exciting. So exciting. Yeah. Yes.
Very excited. All right. Let's thank some people because we can end this show now.
Okay. Thank you to Poor Man John Doe, NorCal RC, Your Films Skin, Aardvark Spleen 3 times.
Hate from Australia.
Meet George GC Coop 2. Thank you. Meat Sleeve, Doctor, President, Legend, Buck Dandy for President. As always, thank you guys.
Blind Guy RC, Gunner Nissen, RC Patina Guy, Tiny Tires RC, Thomas Bialzik, Dale Davis, Velocity Addiction, K11 RC, the Grid Neck. Did I miss that one? Ripper 2 is a billet aluminum fountain pen. Thank you. Velocity Addiction, Zeke 711, Gares, and Safety Third RC. Thank you very much.
Much appreciated, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday. Next week's 206. We have 2 weeks before season 5.
Ooh, I better start on a thumbnail.
Mm-hmm. And background now, so we have consistency. So everyone,
yes. Live. What's on the bench tomorrow night? Steam Truck.
Not sure if I'll do a Friday replacement stream. We'll see.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.